Hello guys, welcome back to Gaming Tidbits. We're going to be doing things a little different for a while in the videos because they're doing a lot of construction around my house. Everything in my basement's crammed up where I usually have my game room and everything else, and there's nowhere really to record nicely. We'll be doing videos like this with just images for a little bit. Maybe you guys will like this better, maybe you won't. But today, our topic is an interesting one. It is about an unreleased Nintendo 64 game called Rev Limit. Now, Rev Limit was supposed to be a racing game, a non-kart racing game. I guess you call it more your typical racing game, like Ridge Racer and other things. That was originally supposed to come out for the N64. It did get a little bit of attention when it originally was a work in progress. It hinted at like real-world driving titles with like real-time lighting effects, variable weather conditions, and a wide race of vehicles based on real ones, obviously. The game unfortunately went through one of those lot of redesigns during development, and a lot of people rumored at the time that maybe it switched from the N64 to the 64DD, but sadly Seta, the company making this game, ran into financial trouble in the late 90s, and the game was lost and canceled. Like, everybody just assumed it was lost. It was no longer out there. But a thread on a Assembler game forum showed up saying that this N64 racer originally surfaced on Yahoo Auction's lot, and it was actually snapped up by a Japanese gamer and fellow YouTuber called Retro Game TV, who then shared images on Twitter, which obviously you guys are seeing right now. The cartridge itself came from an N64 developmental unit in the typical elongated prototype model. Again, a lot of the prototypes cartridges look like this back for the N64 and in the day. It was unmarked. It just simply had a sticker with the code NUS-16F32S and 128, assuming M means megabit, plus 256K, which hints at its capability that it needed that much, obviously, memory to run. Now, it is believed that Retro Gamer TV did not know what he was buying at the time, only that it was basically a prototype cartridge, until he actually got it, and he found out it was Rev Limit, which, again, everybody thought was canned. There was also speculation for a while that this game had been finished completely, but similarly unreleased on the LX64 arcade board. While a lot of these details and stuff seem kind of like outrageous, the LX64 was based on the N64 hardware and was co-developed by Seta and Nintendo together. And originally this game was thought to have been canceled in 1998 after numerous delays, but the actual title screen of this actually shows 1999, which would say that this basically languished in development and they didn't know what to do with it for a while they continued to work on it. And again, we don't know much more than this about this, unfortunately. Again, the N64 did have a lot of non-kart racers on it, or real racing games on it, but Retro Gamer TV at the time has not yet released any new footage for this game running, or he has not actually dumped the actual cartridge online for other people to play, which hopefully he does. I think it'd be cool to dump this online for people to play. Heck, put it on a cartridge and let people buy it. This would definitely be a really awesome game to add to the N64 homebrew scene. Because again, one of the coolest things to me about anything that I talk about when I talk about retro gaming news is all these unreleased old games that were either close to finished or almost finished, and we actually get to see what they would have looked like if they were released on the system, and the coolness that is to go back and fill in those gaps in history, like the N64. Right, that system may not have been like necessarily to a lot of gamers as popular as the NES or the Super Nintendo, but it was a big gap in my gaming history. Like, that's where I played Cruisin' USA and a lot of great racers. So anyway, what do you guys think of Rev Limit? We hope that he releases this on ROM so other people can try it. Do you think this is cool that this was found? To me, this is cool that this was found and is known. Again, it fills in a history gap. What happened to Rev Limit? How long did Seta work on this game? And now it kind of fills in that at least 1999 this game was worked on. And again, there are so many prototype cartridges sitting out there. There are so many hidden gems left to find, that it doesn't surprise me every time I see a new one. Because again, developers are always working on hundreds of games at all times. And they're out there, and they get canceled, and they're never thought to be seen light of today. And it is amazing how these things survive, right? Like, they're thrown in a box, or they're thrown in some basement somewhere, and the house has changed people, but somehow these games still survive and yet make it into our hands to at least see that they exist. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching like always. Would love to hear your guys' opinion on Rev Limit, and thanks seriously, thanks for the likes and the subscribes when I was gone. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back, and we'll be doing it this way for a while. So thanks for watching, guys. Later, guys.